and it's ranging. And if there's another retest of the all-time high or the previous high, then it's a problem for me, because then I would give away more profits. Anyhow, who made some money today? Who booked some profit today?
Me.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you, Thomas.
You're welcome. And thank you, Mr. Engelbrecht, because I saw how many people you made money to.
That's the purpose of this community.
Exactly, and I really appreciate you showing up every single day with Francisca and Kai, because this is what the community is about, giving back to people. When you reach the top, like you did, Mr. Engelbrecht, send down the elevator. You're doing a great job.
I will do so.
How is the Harley?
I'm having a hard time keeping my better half off it. So that answers it.
Yeah. My wife would never sit on a motorbike with me. She doesn't like them.
Got a battery for her then.
I didn't really hear anything.
Don't wait.
Don't put the microphone in your mouth.
Yeah.
Take it out.
Somewhere else.
You don't have to suck on it.
No?
Ooh. And we are in profit, 470 pips and 50 pips. Hello, Yoni, how you doing?
Good, good. Can I ask you about the US position, the US 30?
US, the dirty 30. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
I
still,
wanted
it's
to
still
ask
going.
why you're in the short, because the big companies need to report their earnings.
Yeah,
Everything is very bullish in this market.
for now, but you know, this can change any minute.
Yes, of course.
It can change any minute, but yeah, I might have to close it down soon, given the dollar is strengthening. Shit. Okay, so USD Japanese yen, this is now off. It has to come down. It has to be closed, because the dollar is going to strengthen now, and we're going to get the pullback. Okay. What's happening with USD Japanese yen? We're going to experience the pullback that I was talking about after the intervention.
Yeah, that will be optimal, but you never know if they intervene before.
No. It's it's true, but the dollar is now going to strengthen.
Yeah, it makes
And
sense.
I think they would allow traders to get back into position against the yen, but then, you know, once they sit you in the swing, and when you start swinging, they slap you in the back of your head and you just fall out of the swing.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, we did 400, 500 pips on gold. And from now, it's a little bit unclear what's going to happen. So we're just going to wait for the press conference. But Powell can easily, with a sentence, can turn things around. So, if you're happy with the profit that we made today, just close it down. Because my third position is not doing too well. So, US 30. I'm gonna close down US 30 as well. And gonna keep that half a lot. I'm gonna risk £500 just in case, because when you look at the statement which came out from the Fed just now, it's quite mixed. It's quite mixed. And the reason why I added another cell is because of the first sentence. Available indicators suggest that economic activity has been expanding at a solid pace. And that is enough for me for a sell. But as you can see on the screen, we made 500 pips before the interest rate decision happened. Who made some money?
Break even.
Break even, how?
Cause I buy first, then
Oh.
I took profit, and then I sold, and then I lost. My TP was hit.
Sorry to hear that.
No problem. Break even. Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I would accept the break even any day of the year.
Yeah, it's better than losing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been off the charts for today also. Big storm here in Portugal. A lot of cuts.
I have seen.
Energy cuts. Yeah.
Damn it, second position is now moving back up. But anyhow, we already win today because we booked over... How many pips we booked today? Let's check Discord. Let's check Discord. So in Discord, let me just calculate how much profit we made today. So once it was 353 pips, which I closed. 353, and there was a stop loss hit, which was about... Let's not count the losses, just the wins. And there was another 500 pips profit. So 800 pips minus 200 pips, 600 pips profit today. And I got closed out from the second position. But the signal was sent out before the move happened, twice. Currently it's 2-2, but in profit. I think even with no cost there, still with dovish for gold and silver for the mid and long term, anything is possible. And yeah, and as you can see, price is already climbing back up. Could this be strategic? Could this be another reason? We will see. But when you read the statement which came out today, a few minutes ago, like 14-15 minutes ago, it is quite mixed. So on one hand, when you look at the first sentence, which says available indicators suggest that the economic activity has been expanding at a solid pace. Now that's inflationary. That's a clear sell for gold, pairing up with the fact that they didn't increase interest rate. So the first part, clear sell. But the second, job gains have remained low, meaning that they're not expanding the labor market as they wish, because they have a dual mandate, inflation and full employment. And the second part of the sentence, the unemployment rate has shown some sign of stabilization. So that's inflationary as well. But the job gains have remained low. Now this is a concern because the Fed has a dual mandate and inflation is kind of like elevated, but it's elevated for 6 years now, 5 years. So there's not much to do with it. It is what it is. Everyone accommodated to the higher interest rates and inflation. So that one part, the job gains have remained low, could give a false hope for traders and investors that the Fed is going to start cutting interest rate. And because of this contradiction in the first paragraph, the market is most likely going to stuck in a range and wipe out sellers and buyers. But we made profit already, so we don't care, right?
Yep.
I wish every day was like this.
Thomas, don't you think the market expected the interest rate decision that was given tonight? So we've gone the whole day 1,400 pips bullish, showing to me that the market has already worked in what they expect the interest rate decision is going to be.
So it's priced in.
I think so, because why will we go 1,000? Actually, it's more. It's 1,600 pips that we went up for the day.
Yeah. So the question is it going to continue higher?
Yeah, on the day week, we've got a small top week on the day candle, and I honestly do think we haven't seen a long top week in a while. I mean, it's now been consecutive days, almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive days without any top weeks, really.
Yeah, it's insane, isn't it? Well, it depends on your broker what chart what data feed you're looking at.
This is our under.
Yeah. If you look at other brokers, they're going to have wicks or not, depending on the. But the closing price and the maximum high is going to be the same. So it doesn't matter really what brokers you're looking at. And I can't argue with the fact that, yes, gold is going up for not just days, but for months now. But the last 6 days have been 100% bullish, especially in the Asian session. And there is a probability that price is going to continue up. When you questioning whether it's going up or down, in my opinion, you have to first look at the market sentiment. And what is the market sentiment, Mr. Engelbrecht?
Well, the sentiment has been bullish, and it's been bullish for long.
Has been bullish, absolutely. What other factors affecting gold prices?
Well, I do know there was, I think, a yen interest rate decision also earlier today.
No. Forget the yen. Ignore the yen.
Okay.
What is it denominated in? Gold.
Well, at the moment, it's just purely safe haven.
No. It's denominated in dollar, right? So when you look at gold prices, when you're trying to determine gold prices, and you cannot focus on simply one thing, because gold prices are determined in about 7 or 8 different drivers. So when you look at market sentiment, it's bullish. When you look at dollar, the dollar is going to strengthen and already strengthened after the interest rate decision. I don't know how many percent. I don't have the heat map, but the dollar is strengthening because of the no cut decision. And if Powell is going to be hawkish, the dollar is going to further strengthen. What else is affecting gold prices? Yields, right? How does the yield on the 2-year treasury bond market, or any bond market, is going to benefit or lose from the interest rate hold? It's going to benefit, right? Because if the Fed doesn't change the federal funds rate, then all the other interest rates are going to stay the same. So bonds will be preferred more by investors, right?
Correct.
So when I look at these things, and when I look at the statement, it's confusing what's going to happen, because on one hand, the market is showing clear bullish signs, momentum, which is a very important word. Trend, momentum, market sentiment is clearly bullish. uncertainty, geopolitics, all of these factors are bullish for gold. But on the other hand, when you look at the hard evidence, the hard data, dollar strengthening, inflation, half inflation, because only the first sentence was, 2 sentences in the first paragraph was inflationary, 2 sentences was deflationary. So when I look at all of these, it's not easy to tell whether it's going higher or not, right? Because longs are getting overcrowded at the current price level. How high can it go?
It can go higher. I mean, geopolitics, Iran, China is losing $14. There is a lot going on.
Yeah.
Plus
the headline
Fed
risk,
and
headline risk remains elevated. And I completely understand on both sides. If someone says it's a sell, I just gave you 5 arguments, 5 reasons. If someone says buy, I gave you them as well 5 reasons. So which finger to bite? You
Well,
have to
logic
decide.
says you are stupid to be selling.
Logic
yeah,
says so.
short term
because-
is selling because of the interest rates. Well,
Yeah.
but
You know what's
in
going
the
to
long
decide?
term,
I
they
tell
will
you.
they will cut interest rate in the long term, right? Plus
By
all
the way,
the
I
risk.
just entered a sell. Yes, Quiza, sorry.
No, I was just saying the short term, yes, it's a sell, but in the long term, we have a lot of risks and a
Yeah,
lot of
it changes
reasons to
every
keep
day,
going.
every hour. But focus on what's happening now. But I help you to decide because I know exactly what's going to happen. And I know what is the number one driver of gold price, not just gold prices, every single market right now. The opening sentence of the speech. If Powell says good night, good evening, the market is going to melt. If he says hello everyone, happy days. This is it, 50-50.
When is the speech?
The press conference in about 7 minutes, 6 minutes. Is it your first?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah. You're going to be a first.
buckle up.
I've
It's
seen
going to
enough
be
Instagram videos of
it's going to be
candles
disgusting.
flying everywhere.
Yeah. It's gonna be disgusting. But anyhow, did you make money today, Maria?
I did, but not with gold.
Ah, you didn't follow my signal. Bad girl.
Oh, I usually do. I just didn't go on Discord much today.
I feel cheated now, Maria.
Hi, Thomas.
Hey, Marwan, how you doing, brother?
Good, how are you?
Very good. We just made 600 pips today,
Nice job, man.
as always.
As always, yes.
How you doing?
Not bad.
Health?
Bit busy.
Family? All good?
Health is good, and just a bit busy at work, so not able to trade much.
This doesn't matter. It's good. Health is wealth, and when you're busy, it means things are going well.
Yeah. Thank God.
Health is good, busy is good, everything is good.
I can see bearish volume, Thomas.
Yes. Say things like
But-
this, please. In my ears, because I'm in a cell.
Okay, I took small cells.
Big cell.
No,
Full
no
margin.
big.
Full margin. No, come on. For the old time's sakes. Those full margin
The-
Fridays.
The hourly candle showing some really bearish currently. The previous candle
I
is
think it's going to be a sell for the reasons I explained, but also not a sell for the reasons I also explained. But I think longs are overcrowded now, so there has to be some decent, meaningful correction. Because you know what I say, every impulse move is followed by a retracement, and we had around 6 impulse moves, but 1, 2 impulse moves, but barely any meaningful retracements. So it's time now. What do you see in the volumes?
Yeah, as I told you, I usually look at the hourly chart for the volume. We got the wick down and then up, and then it closed like 3 or 4 candles before. You had like a bearish candle, but with a long wick to the downside. That was having the highest volume for today.
The lowest volume.
So that's the highest volume.
Ah, okay.
And then,
those wicks had the lowest volume.
the second candle after that, it was bullish, but the volume is much less. That means it's not in harmony with the candle size. You know what I mean? So when you have these kind of anomalies, that means there's something's gonna change. And then you got the previous candle now with the wick to the upside bearish, with the also high volume. So and at the same time, I'm looking at the RSI. We have really nice diversion on the RSI. So let's see. That's why I usually recently not trading much with the high news, impact news. I wait for the after the storm, yeah. But for the time being, I'm just going with a minimum lot, just for the sake of enjoyment.
Keep you in the game, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Good to hear your voice. Those of you who don't know, Marwan has been, I wouldn't say old member, but he's like how long have you been a member? 5 years?
Yeah, I think so.
He's an OG.
Yeah.
And he's an expert in volume analysis. So he's what he's doing with the volumes. It's like a wizard. Just making money. Looks at the volume, makes money. Looks again at the volume, makes another money.
15 seconds.
Ooh. Let's tune in.
Across the nation.
Then 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good evening or hello everyone. What do you think? I think it's gonna be a good evening and the market is going to
good
crash.
evening.
Yeah.
There's nothing to celebrate. It's gonna be a good evening. And I closed my sell on US 30. I'm an idiot. Powell is late.
Good evening, everyone.
Power walked in.
3, 2, 1.
He started.
Good afternoon. My colleagues and I
Yeah, good
remain
afternoon. Sorry, not
squarely
good evening.
focused on achieving our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and stable prices for the benefit of the American people.
Can you hear the
The U.S.
speech?
economy expanded at a solid pace last year
Yes.
and is coming into 2026 on a firm footing. While job
Is
gains
US
have remained
30
low,
gonna-
the unemployment rate has shown some signs of stabilization, and inflation
Yeah, I'm gonna
remains
go long on
somewhat
US 30
elevated.
with 10 lots.
In support of our goals, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to leave our policy rate unchanged. Having lowered our policy rate
So
by
selling gold,
75
buying
basis
US
points
30.
over the course of our previous 3 meetings, we see the current stance of monetary policy as appropriate to promote progress toward both our maximum employment and 2% inflation goals. I will have more to say about monetary policy after briefly reviewing economic developments. Available indicators suggest that economic activity has been expanding at a solid pace. Consumer spending has been resilient, and business fixed investment has continued to expand. In contrast, activity in the housing sector has remained weak. The temporary shutdown of the federal government likely weighed on economic activity last quarter, but these effects should be reversed as the reopening boosts growth this quarter. In the labor market, indicators suggest that conditions may be stabilizing after a period of gradual softening. The unemployment rate was 4.4% in December and has changed little in recent months. Job gains have remained low. Total non-farm payrolls declined at an average pace of 22,000 per month over the last 3 months. Excluding government employment, private payrolls rose at an average pace of 29,000 per month. A good part of the slowing in the pace of job growth over the past year reflects a decline in the growth of the labor force due to lower immigration and labor force participation, though labor demand has clearly softened as well. Other indicators, including openings, layoffs, hiring, and nominal wage growth, show little change in recent months. Inflation has eased significantly from its highs in mid-2022, but remains somewhat elevated.
Okay, so he's summarizing what happened in the last few years. I'm going to weigh this out because it's not really relevant. We want to hear his view on the future, his commentary on the statement, and something more relevant, more now. Many people asking me whether to buy or sell. Guys, I joined the club, join the community, because I don't want to give financial advice for FOMC. This is a high impact event. Anything can happen. We have a lot of headlines flying. Market is changing. We have the Magnificent Seven. Some of the companies from the Magnificent Seven are reporting tonight. So don't expect me to go out on YouTube and just start giving out financial advice, because that would be not reasonable. If you want to access my signals, you know where to find me. And the move has already happened. The 500 pip move. Doesn't mean in one move.
Policy rate
anymore.
75 basis points, or 0.75 of a percentage point, bringing it within a range of plausible estimates of neutral. This normalization of our policy stance should help stabilize the labor market while allowing inflation to resume its downward trend toward 2%, once the effects of tariff increases have passed through. We are well positioned to determine the extent and timing of additional adjustments to our policy rate based on the incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks.
Stop that in US 30.
Monetary policy is not on a preset course, and we will make our decisions on a meeting-by-meeting basis. To conclude, the Fed has been assigned 2 goals for monetary policy: maximum employment and stable prices.
Your mandate, yeah.
We remain committed to supporting maximum employment, bringing inflation sustainably to our 2% goal, and keeping longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Our success in delivering on these goals matters to all Americans. We at the Fed will continue to do our jobs with objectivity, integrity, and a deep commitment to serve the American people. Thank you. I look forward to your questions.
Already? That was short.
Hi, Chris Rugaber at Associated Press. Thank you. I wanted to ask that, you attended the Supreme Court hearing last week on the Lisa Cook case, and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent criticized that as political. Can you say why you attended and what you would say in response to the Secretary's criticism?
So let me start with, I don't respond to comments by other officials, whoever they may be. It's just not appropriate to do that. I will tell you why I attended. I would say that that case is perhaps the most important legal case in the Fed's 113-year history. And as I thought about it, I thought...
Unexpected turn. Instead of monetary policy, now they're discussing, was it a court hearing or something, that basically the government picked a fight with Jay Powell, which is not good for gold shorts. So for this reason, I'm going to close down the short on gold and the other position as well. I'm out. I'm not gonna jump into this game. The reason for that is because this is not about monetary policy. This is about the independence and sovereignty of the central bank. And the market has always been very reactive to independence of central bank. And when the independence of central bank has been threatened, gold always shot up. So I closed down all positions now, because this questioning about the central bank independence and the current issue can go in any way.
Why we changed the statement, let me pull it out, was simply, it used to say that judges that downside risks to employment rose in recent months. So we saw, data coming in which suggests some signs of stabilization. I wouldn't go too far with that, but some signs of stabilization. There are also some signs of continued cooling. And so we thought that was no longer an accurate description of the data. In addition, the outlook for economic activity has clearly improved since the last meeting, and that should matter for labor demand and for employment over time. So for those two reasons, we thought we would take that language out of the statement.
Nick Timros, The Wall Street Journal. Chair Powell, you've generally avoided engaging with political controversies directly, and the video statement on January 11th was a departure. What made this different, and are you concerned it could draw the institution further into political debates?
So today on, I'm simply going to refer you to the statement that I made on January 11th. I'm not going to expand on it.
Again, they're talking about political issue. Guys, I'm gonna call it today. All positions closed down, and we made hundreds of pips today. So yeah, if you made money with me, then happy days. If not, then you figure out what's going to happen next, because these journalists constantly throwing in questions about the hearing and his political views and central bank independence, and this is beyond monetary policy and economics. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a good day. Enjoy the profits, guys. Bye bye.
How about tomorrow?
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Good night, Thomas.
Bye. So, those of you who wondered how we were in profit of 500, 300, 400 pips when we came on live, it's because we traded before FOMC. The move always happens before FOMC, and the FOMC is just shaking out the weak hands. If you want to get access to my signals that you can see on the screen right now in Discord, which was sent out prior to the move, go to alphafx.eu. There's a discount link in the YouTube chat. If you want to get access to my trades, my expertise, go to alphafx.eu or use the discount link in the YouTube chat. Thank you so much, guys. See you